try to tune in to Queen Elizabeth I, and what can she tell us? What is it she would like to share with us? Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I. Queen Elizabeth I. See what we have, Queen Elizabeth I. What are you going to share with us? Okay, what we have here, we'll begin with, is the first thing out is about imagining. And the wheel, you know. We each have our wheel of things that we come in to learn, to, you know, and sometimes imagination takes over with people. So what we have here is she's saying that the challenge is transformation and the actions to take to make transformation take place. The conscious thoughts are about discernment, you know, because we face a lot of things, and this, indeed she faced a lot of things that were really painful. Heart-wrenchingly painful, that affect the mind and the clarity. Now Queen Elizabeth I, don't forget, her mother was Anne Boleyn, and when she was 3 years old, her mother was beheaded. Okay? So here she is in the courts, and she's seeing all of these things taking place. And grew up with this, all of this, you know, jockeying for position, and the court intrigue, and all of the deceptive things that were going on. And so her discernment was just looking at all of these things that brought so much pain. When she was there. The way she saw herself was full of secrets and hidden things. Okay? So she was not forthcoming with a lot of things. There were a lot of hidden things that she knew. And, you know, one of the things was that she was the Virgin Queen, okay? She never married. She had a lot of secrets that she kept. I think there were some secrets around her sexuality, perhaps, as well. The subconscious thoughts were invitation, trying to reach people, trying to bring them in, trying to... Now, she did a lot of things to try to relate to people, tried to steady things when she came in. The way that people saw her, or the situation or the energy there was dazzling, and that she was bringing offerings, that she was coming forward, and they saw her as the emotions of, you know, actions to do or not do. She was very staid, though, and it was saying that she was very intellect like a man. She wasn't overly emotional. She kept her emotions hidden. I think that's part of the things that were there, the discernment, that she needed to keep a lot of things private, a lot of things secret in her life, in order to rule. In order to rule. In the past, we have strength. Again, yeah, she saw that she needed to have the strength to rule. She needed to be strong within herself with more of that male energy to hold on to the throne and rule. She thought about things before she took action, and she tried to stay grounded and balanced, and seeing from a high place, and kept that, you know, absolute power, that idea of absolute power in place. Hopes and fears, you know, celebratory, trying to keep grounded when you're juggling these affairs, and trying to keep it where people could have some sort of a celebratory thing, trying to bring out, trying to bring forward things for the people. This shows she was a person of power. Steady. She ruled for a long time. Short term was the splendor and the light on that, okay? Just trying to be someone of import. The way she looked, the way she moved, the way she presented herself, the way she talked, the way she ruled, was all with this effort to keep this projection in place. And the outcome was breaking through the people's judgments, okay? So she's able to keep her power in place by having that more male persona. She needed to keep up that, if she had gotten married, the feeling is that I would have lost my power. They would have seen it as a weakness. So she always had to keep up that hidden side. That hidden side. It's because there was, you know, so much politics and things that she had seen growing up that she knew that she had to keep that strong face, that strong, overly strong character in place. I feel she did have lovers, but it was very behind the scenes. Yeah. So I'm going to ask if she has something that she can give for advice for people now. Do you have some advice you can give for people? What is the best advice? What is the best pointing that you can give to people now that would aid them? What is the best advice you can give them? Yeah, I just feel in her life there was not a lot of happiness. It was just had to be very, very guarded. Yeah, very guarded while she was here. Advice, first thing is kindred spirits. And wonder. So let's look and see. Let's see what we have here. Kindred spirits and wonder. What is the best advice you can give for people now? Kindred spirits. Yeah, we're all in this, timetable now of transformation, is what it is. All of us are here for a specific reason during this time in history. So we're all going through this transformation that's taking place. The challenge is wonder, keeping wonder at the things that are coming forward, being offered. Okay. Because this is a time where a lot of the subconscious things are moving forward. We're going through, again, emotional time and just trying to, again, get through this time in history that's happening. See what's being offered now. Look deeper at what it is. Conscious thoughts are the desire for the future. What is the desire for the future? We're standing up and looking at where we want to put our energies to move forward. What are the actions that we're going to take? Watch out for them being checkered. It's got the checkering on. Checkered actions. Make sure we come from a place of stability, grounding, And again, you know, this keeps coming out, the actions keep coming out balanced with the heart. Okay? And looking at the checkered things that are, leave them behind us. Leave those checkered things behind you and come up with better desires to move things forward. We're looking over this ocean of the mental realm, okay? And so figure out what's important, the desires that should move us as a people. Okay, the ways you would see ourselves, these things are transient here. Again, transience. We're only here for a short time, so look at what is being presented in your world frame. All of the opportunities. So again, wondering, looking at what things are being offered by the universe, looking at the things that are coming into the world, what actions we need to take, how we can move things forward because we are transient. What is it you want to leave as your legacy is what it's feeling. Move past that checkered past and put into place a legacy. Okay? Is your legacy going to be grounded? Is it going to be heart-centered? Is that what's paramount in your actions, uppermost in the mental realm of your actions? Okay? What is it you are bringing to the world? What is it you are leaving as your legacy that you are leaving for the world? Subconscious thoughts are about the adventure. The adventure, okay, of moving. The adventure of the opportunity to move to calmer waters, going through these emotions and mental things that we're going. Are we doing it in a balanced manner? You know, because we're here to learn. This is the great adventure. We come here to have these experiences. Okay? So are you going to keep your head up? Are you going to look forward? Are you going to, or are you going to cower down in that mental realm? Okay, are you going to be there in that mental realm cowed, or are you looking forward to that moving into a better place? Yes, on one side we have the waves, we have those things that are buffeting us, but we can go to stiller waters. We can. But what is ferrying you? What is taking you across? Are you being taken across by depending on the divine is, by having good grounding, having your legs moving forward in the heart-centered things, okay? Having your emotions under control, okay? Is that the action you're putting in place to move you forward to a calmer area, to calmness? Okay, energy surrounding way others sees manifesting, turbulent times. Okay, so maybe others are seeing this, the manifestation, and it's also transformation. You see the butterflies there, but they see it as very quickly turbulent. Okay, just this rushing forward without forethought. Okay, just charging out there without looking where you're going. Just this emotional action and reaction, knee-jerk reaction, manifesting also. I'm feeling this is that manifesting of, we're having so many of those mass shootings and mass killings and stuff like that. So are you manifesting this rushing forward into that dynamic, or are you going into seeing the adventure and putting yourself into the calmer states, moving forward to calmness? Are you getting caught up in this manifestation of just this mass murders and this type of thing? Or are you seeing as a chance to move forward to more stillness within yourself? Okay. Past, we have illuminate. Okay, looking at the past, illuminating where you're at with things on the emotional level. Okay. Is it grounded in heart things? Don't forget, we all come out with that mud. We start in that difficult time, and we all make this journey, and we have to make the journey through the emotions as well. So look at this past. Are you being fed by it, or does it become stinky fish? Is it something that could be edifying, or is it something that is driving you in a unproductive way? Okay, hopes and fears, illuminate again. Now this illumination is brighter than the one that was above it. Illuminate, okay, the fear is being tied up. Okay, the hope is that you open your eyes and you see where you're tied up by the subconscious. So this is, again, pointing to the fact you have to look at your emotions, your thoughts, the things that are driving you to break through that illusion, because this is being loosely tied up, but you're tied up by the subconscious things, the actions that one has taken, and the mind spin, where one has been locked in to consciousness and also emotions. Okay, so it's saying, we have this opportunity now to look at our past and to look at the things that are driving us to get to clarity, to get to that place. We can either let these things continue to keep you bound in illusion, and you can be part of this just knee-jerk reactionary thing, or you can look at these and get to calmer waters. You can challenge it. You can look deeper and see what's there and break through that. Short term, we have remembrance of the journey. Always keep in mind that we're on this journey. We have a starting point, and then we have the ending point. Okay? Are you beginning in the mental realm, or are you free of the mental realm? When you get to the end of the journey, there is this transition from the world of duality to the world of non-duality, where everything has been come incorporated into the divine is, and you know that the things in the duality are empty in nature. They are experiences. Okay? But it is not what we are at the core of being. Okay? So it's knowing, remembering you are on this journey to progress, to learn. Okay? Endpoint, ride the waves. Ride the waves and, okay, ride the waves. Sometimes it means taking action to walk away and to walk through these emotional upheavals. We have these times where we're not seeing clearly. Above it, we have the kind of subconscious, but it's marked with some of the emotional things. Okay, so this could be looking deeper, again, it's part of the journey to look within and to leave some of that emotional upheaval behind. You wind up distancing from that on the journey if you can look and see with clarity. Okay, we're in a time of transition. This is a time that is to challenge us to see where we want to go. Again, leave the checkered past behind and turn it into something better, higher. We have the opportunity now, and what is the legacy you are going to leave the world from your life? Is it going to be filled with compassion from a thing of heart, or are you going to be one that's going to be the knee-jerk reaction and reacting and going into that drama that's unfulfilling? Or are you going to take this opportunity to challenge yourself and go forward into that calmer space, into realization, into non-duality, and find out what is the other side of this universe and what the divine is. This is an opportunity for you to go forward. You know, I'm feeling in my life, I had to keep a false face. I had to keep this, be this paragon. I had to, you know, and that's not the way to go. You have to look within rather than keeping these things secret. You have to challenge. You have to look and see what's beyond there. In the journey that I had to have a position of power. People had to look at me and see me as this strong, unbending person. And so I had to keep so many things secret, hidden, as to my sexuality, as to my beingness, as to being a woman. I was not allowed to be a woman. I had to be almost like I'm feeling like that male energy. I had to maintain that appearance of that in order to rule. But you have this opportunity at the time that you are at now with this transformation into coming to a better place for humanity. Okay, so look deeper. This is saying look into your emotions, looking into these things so that you can break through those bonds that have you in this mental straitjacket. Okay, that keeps you from being who and what you are fully. Be who and what you are fully. I was not able to do that in my life. I was not able to be who and what I was at the core of being. I had to be something else. I had to mask my true self in order to rule, in order to keep that place of rulership. And I just feel that with her, that, you know, but I feel a sadness. This was not who I was truly underneath of all of that. This was a facade I had to present in order to survive, in order to rule, in order to keep that place in history that was demanded of me during that time. Okay, you are also in a very challenging time in history. And there are divergent paths. Pick the higher path, the higher things. Come to that stillness. Look for those things to benefit humanity, to leave as your legacy. And I'm feeling that's the best she thinks that she can give at this present time. That we're all on this journey. Remember, you're on this journey. It's a journey of transformation, and we are all, this is the beginning and the thing. We are all in this journey together, and it is a time of transformation, and we have to leave the past behind us, look at our desires, what we want for the future, wonder at the opportunities being presented to us now. Remember, we are transient, and these opportunities are coming forward, and are we going to manifest just this knee-jerk reaction of anger and hate and those things, or are we going to see this as the adventure of being able to come to calmer waters, still waters, coming to something of benefit? So we have to illuminate. Both of these are cards of illumination, looking at the things that are coming up, in the emotional things and the way that these things keep us tied up with the subconscious, that we can look at deeper in order to break through. And also, this is like riding the waves. The emotional things are like riding the waves when you're on it. Now, when you get to non-duality, it's like you're not riding the waves anymore. You're under the water. You're in that water. You are that water. Okay? As a persona, it's like you're a boat on those waves. When you get to non-duality, you get to the reality. You are the ocean. You're the ocean of consciousness. Okay? And so you, at that point, distance yourself from those emotional upheavals. Okay? Because you are now know that you are, in essence, you have the divine is within, which is that ocean of consciousness. Okay? Which is that absolute ocean of consciousness. So I want to thank Elizabeth the First, and hopefully she goes forward and has more incarnations that are much easier and lighter, and gets to experience the lighter things than what she had to endure while she was here in that transient life space. Thanks for tuning in, love and light, and we'll see you online.